billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Today our topic is there is a surely ease with every difficulties. God has created the world to test mankind as an inherent feature of the examination. He tests men sometimes with blessing, at the other time with hardship. People who don't evaluate events in the light of the Quran fails to give to appropriate interpretations to give evidence and become downhearted and fall into the hopelessness. However, God reveals an important secret in the Quran which only true and submissive believer can pursue. The secret is revealed as follows. For truly with hardship come ease. Truly with hardship come ease. Surah Al-Inshirah, verses 5 and 6. As God informs us in these verses, no matter what sort of adversity a person experiences or how a situation is overcome, God creates a path that will lead to a well and gives relief to the believer. Indeed, a believer will witness that God grant ease along with all the hardship if he remains steadfast in his patience. In other verses, God has given the good news of guidance and blessing to his servant who have fear for him. Whoever has fear of God, he will give him a way out and provide for him from where he doesn't expect. Whoever puts his trust in God, he will be enough for him. Surah Al-Talaq, verses 2 and 3. God does not place a burden greater than one can bear. God, the merciful and justice, create ease in everything and test people within the limit of their strength. Forms of prayer, God commands men to perform difficulties. He created to test him responsibilities that he charges men with all in proportion to his individual capabilities. This is a good news and comfort to believer and a manifestation of God's mercy and grace. God relates the secret in verses as follows. And that you don't go near the property of orphan before they reach maturity, except in a good way that you give full measure and full weight with justice. We impose on no one any more than even they can bear the equality when you speak, even if a near relative is concerned, and that you fulfill God's command. This is what He instructs you to do, so that hopefully you will pay heed. Pay heed. Surah Al-An'am, verses 152. As for those who believe and do righteous deeds, we impose on no one anymore that they can bear. They are the companion of the garden, remaining in earth for Surah Al-Araf, verses 42. We don't impose one any more than they can stand. With us there is a book which speaks the truth, they will not be wrong. Surah Al-Mu'minun, verses 62. It is easy to live by God's religion. A great majority of people think that religion will make their lives difficult and impose on them hard obligation. This is the deviation that the shaitan whispers to man to lead him astray. As mentioned earlier, religion is easy. God states that He will ease for believing people after difficulties. Besides this, the fundamentals of religion, such as putting trust in God and having an understanding or faith, remove all the burdens, difficulties, and causes of distress or sorrow. For a person who lives by God's religion, there is no distress, sorrow, or despair. In many verses, God promises to support those who submit themselves to Him and who have His religion, and to give them a good life both in this world and in the hereafter. Our Lord, who never breaks His word, states as follows. When those who have fear of God are asked, "What has your Lord sent down?" their reply is, "Good." There is good in the world for those who do good, and the abode of the hereafter is even better. How wonderful is the abode of those who have fear of God. Surah Al-Nahl verses 30. God gives the good news to believers that He will render those who comply with His religion successful. As for him who gives in charity and has fear of God and confirms the good, we will pave his way to ease. As these secrets reveal, one who sincerely turns towards God's religion has chosen right from the beginning a path of the ease that will bring successes that benefit both in this world and in the hereafter. To disbeliever, on the other hand, just the opposite applies. Disbelievers already have a life filled with sorrow, sadness, and loss both in this world and in the hereafter. At a moment they decided or disbelieved, they lost both the world and the hereafter. This is related in the verses as follows. But as for him who is stingy and thinks he is self-sufficient and denies the good, will pave his way to difficulty. God is the possessor and creator of everything. It is surely above and over any more or support for a person to earn God's friendship and in support. The one who takes the God as his friend and submit fully to him will live both in the world and in the hereafter, in the bounty and blessing, and no hurt will come to him from any source. This is an indubitable